I'm proud to tell you that this video is going to be brought to you by Gfuel, and by using my affiliate link in the pinned comment and in the description box, you'll not only be helping support the channel since it's a affiliate link. I do get a small commission for each sale that's made, so I don't get anything unless you guys purchase it. However, you'll also be able to get some really cool anime themed merchandise as well as energy tubs and different energy formulas. I personally use Gfuel a lot, and when it comes to anime, there's a plethora of different anime to choose from. Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, My Hero Academia, Mobile Suit Gundam, Attack on Titan, and so many other series are available on the website in the form of energy formulas packed with all the vitamins that you need and just enough caffeine to get you going for your day, which most importantly, this cannot be understated. Unlike a lot of energy products that are out there, there is no crash and there is zero sugar. Two really huge selling points of why I personally support Gfuel. And they've even got energy themed hydration formulas filled with electrolytes. In typical anime fashion, I am going to need you guys to send me your energy by clicking the affiliate link in the description and in the pinned comment, so you can buy whatever anime themed product you want. It doesn't have to be Naruto, it can be whatever anime strikes your fancy, and when you do so, make sure to use my promo code KAGE to get yourself a discount. Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Naruto Explain here, bringing you guys another Boruto 2 Blue Vortex discussion. Today, I wanted to raise a topic that I've seen a bunch of you bring up in the comment section that I thought would make for a really good topic of conversation, which is now that Boruto has been shot by Jura, and it feels as if things are dead set on finishing this assassination attempt on Boruto's life that Jura is currently trying to carry out. Things are as dire as they've ever been at any point in the Boruto time skip. The only people left to fight against Jura are Delta, Kawaki, Konohamaru, Nishi, and Class Rep, because Boruto is struggling to stay alive right now after barely escaping death, and Sarada, she's been shot herself. That's not exactly the most awe-inspiring bunch when it comes to the prospect of powerful people fighting against Jura. That's why in today's newest Naruto Explained video, I wanted to go over why Class Rep stands the chance of playing a much bigger role in the upcoming battle than many, including myself, have ever thought to be possible, and why some of the comments I've read down in the comment section of the chapter review has started to not only move some of my stances in terms of how I felt initially that she was going to be useless in this upcoming battle, but now I have a very open mind that Class Rep is actually the wild card that many of us have overlooked. The way that there are still some people who overlook the possibility of Himawari being more than a character who had a hidden power that was merely a gag scene, despite Damon literally telling us that this girl was special, had a huge power inside of her, and so too did her grandfather in the anime episode that Masashi Kishimoto, the Naruto series creator, directly stepped in to personally rewrite that episode itself. Now, as a quick note, I've got an update from one of the editors that I use for big projects for videos for over 40 minutes in length. There's a really big 51-minute Naruto video likely dropping in September that I'll be putting on Patreon as soon as I get the video back, hopefully within the next couple of weeks, and it'll be available on YouTube again likely sometime in September. But since the patrons are paying for this video, it's got to go up on Patreon first, so thanks in advance to the Patreon squad. So moving back to the topic at hand, a big set of comments I saw said that the image of Class Rep on the cover of the latest manga chapter kept bothering them, because usually when we've had characters on the chapter covers, they played a role in the chapter itself, or they're being set up to have a role in the next couple of chapters. Yet here all we had was Class Rep being told by Konohamaru not to get involved in combat, basically because she would be useless and get in the way of Sarada and Boruto. And one of the things I saw in the comment section is that people were bringing up her summoning Nue, and this is why I stopped for a moment and I started to reply in the comment section, right? I was getting ready to start typing up all kinds of stuff saying, hey, there's nothing in the manga that links Nue to the manga story, but then I stopped myself, and it's because as I was looking at the image of the chapter cover, something grabbed my attention that made me think about Nue. So we have flowers that inspire her character, the violent flowers, and that's where it hit me. The Hidden Mist Field Trip arc is directly referenced in Boruto's manga as having taken place, and Class Rep's manga profile literally lists her with the Nue creature as her summoning. Longtime viewers of the channel have heard me say this numerous times, going as far back as my original channel, but those character profiles that we used to get in the physical volumes of Boruto Naruto Next Generation's manga, even if they took a while to pay fruit, they did eventually end up usually bearing fruit when it came to the stuff listed in the manga profiles being introduced into the manga to some capacity. For example, the character profile for Boruto showed the guy using the Gale Palm Jutsu before he ever used it in the anime or manga, and it was stated that he knew how to use Purple Lightning right before we saw Mitsuki using the manga during the Owl fight, and a year before Sasuke tells us in the Sasuke Shinin Teaches Star Pupil story, which never got adapted sadly into the anime, which had Sasuke taking over as a temporary team leader of Team 7, and he was training the 3 members of Team 7, and we have Sasuke state that Boruto has been practicing Purple Lightning, which gonna take the time to show the actual passage on this video. Normally don't do that because of retention purposes, but because I've had a few dumbasses say, hey, you never ever show your proof. All you ever have is affiliate links in the description box for people to buy the stories that you're talking about. Yes, because I want people to support the official release. Imagine that. Had to throw that out there. Felt like being petty. Getting back on topic though, the same with a few other characters. While others haven't displayed everything on their character profile cards, like say Chocho using lightning release that she would have learned from her mother, there is a trend there. Class Rep's profile states that she had Nue, and if there was ever a time to use that summoning, it would be right now. This is the perfect time because Nue presents a unique challenge even for someone as powerful as Jura. So allow me to explain, 'cause I know some of you guys are probably skeptical right now. So the reason why now is the right time in the story to introduce Nue is that we are now in a situation where the strongest piece on the battlefield for the good guys, Boruto Uzumaki, he is down and vulnerable. The wildcard piece in Sarada, she is down and vulnerable. The remaining combatants, while they are strong, they stand absolutely no chance against Jura. Delta has some hacks that she can use, namely her destructive eye beams that can destroy the body on a cellular level at a rate not even a Jinchuriki can regenerate from the damage done. So it stands to reason that even a creature made from the Ten Tails would have the same problem. But Jura is going to break off so badly if they ever get into a fight and leave her feeling dirtier than when Naruto slammed that super giant rasengan ball right in her face, leaving her too wrecked to move afterwards. For as much as I enjoy Delta's character, she stands no chance here unless she's operating strictly in a support capacity. Then you have Kawaki, the guy who has managed to fumble a 3-0 lead coming into the Boruto time skip and is now on the verge of losing 4 straight by being knocked on his ass for the 4th time in the entirety of the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex story, from Mitsuki putting him to sleep when he was off guard, to Jura putting him to sleep with 2 attacks, to Boruto leaving the guy sucking for air with 1 attack where Boruto speed blitzes him and punches him in the gut and leaves Kawaki looking crazy and Delta going, what kind of training did you do? And now the 4th loss, it looks like it's going to be Jura getting ready to show that that guy, he don't just got black Air Forces. This guy's got black gloves, black tape around the tray handle, and a black ski mask. Kawaki isn't the goon so much as he's the target of a goon. Konohamaru, now it's self-explanatory that unless Konohamaru has a library card or has a 1st edition copy of a book that Jura never got a chance to read, Konohamaru is going to get sent to meet his grandfather and uncle, telling them that he regrettably died a virgin because the one woman who did catch feelings for him in the anime, she erased her memories of him after he saved her. Total L. So Konohamaru is out, and Nishi, if he's smart, he's going to run like that other Chunin who initially joined Konohamaru and Nishi and the guy who got burnt, but that 4th member of the party, he got smart and he just ran away off screen. That leaves only Class Rep, and that's why I'm so intrigued as I am right now. So Nue, it presents a problem to Jura, and this is how. So it's a creature that was created by Danzo that used the cells of Hashirama Senju, the first Hokage, and when Sasuke saw the scroll that Danzo's men were using as the blueprint for the Gozo Tenno project that ended up producing Nue, his immediate reaction, it was concern because Danzo was mistakenly very accidentally and dangerously close to recreating a hidden jutsu that belonged to Kaguya. Likely something that Sasuke would have saw and learned about in his travels where he was exploring all of Kaguya's dimensions. Its powers, it lines up with what we know Kaguya was specifically creating for her army that she was using to prepare to fight off the quote pair of invaders coming to this land, end quote, that she wrote in her scroll that were coming to kill her for eating the chakra fruit. Not the whole clan, that's anime only language, but as the manga and the Boruto movie novel that Ukyo Kodachi, the first writer for Boruto, wrote, which is based off of Masashi Kishimoto, the Naruto series creator, script. The pair of invaders that still had her spooked even after she ate the chakra fruit. She thought she needed a Zetsu army to defeat them, which video on that coming in a couple of weeks. But Kaguya's logic for using the Zetsu army, it is smarter than a lot of people give credit, but they're too caught up in the meathead aspect of power scaling. How many mountains can it blow up? How many gigatons and septillion blah 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 blahs, whatever you want to focus on. If you're focused on that, you are missing the point entirely of why she specifically made the Zetsu army as a means to combat, and it's why it would have been highly successful had they pulled up on Kaguya and she had that Zetsu army. Again, video likely coming in September. I'm just waiting on another editor to finish that video. Longtime viewers of the channel, you guys know the deal. Anytime you start seeing a multitude of videos that have been edited by me, I usually got editors who are cooking up stuff for later on. We're planning to close this year out strong. You guys are gonna love the videos that I'm sitting on. So Nue has heightened sensory abilities that can not only sense negative emotions, but use said negative emotions to lock in on a target, and this in turn allows Nue to feed off the chakra of their target by locking in on the yin portion of their chakra, which is tied to their spiritual energy, which is connected to their emotions. Nue's ability to use wood release, which in of itself comes with chakra absorption and suppression abilities, only adds to that danger, and Nue is a being that breaks the conventional logic when it comes to battle, because it is a perfect example of it doesn't have to be stronger than its target in order to defeat its target. Again, if you're caught up on the meathead shonen battle scaling portion, you're not going to understand that. So there's a reason why the moment that Kakashi got a really good look at Nue up close and personal and saw how his powers are operating, that he immediately stops Naruto from going full power in the Academy arc, and it's because due to how the creature itself works, it would have ended up absorbing Naruto's power, which at that point, it would have been unstoppable. Bye-bye Konoha. Nue has regeneration abilities like a tailed beast. It can make tailed beast chakra arms, which gives it a much needed extra edge in battle. That makes it a perfect option to combat Jura, in that it doesn't have to be stronger than Jura to defeat it. It literally gains an advantage by feeding on the negative emotions of someone like Jura, who is continuing to evolve and show more and more human-like emotions. I wouldn't get my hopes up that, say, Nue defeats Jura, but I do see why people think Nue is something that could be a tide turner in battle. I do see why people look at the Thorn Soul and the pattern of the Rinnegan on it and say it kind of reminds them of the summoning pattern that Class Rep has on her hand. Because when you think about Nue, it has a very interesting set of abilities that could give Jura a hard time, despite Nue obviously being weaker than Jura. The manga, it wrote Class Rep as being told, hey, stay back, like a delicate little violet that needed to be protected, just as Himawari was treated as a delicate sunflower who needed to be protected as well. Himawari's name, it means sunflower in Japanese, which is why in Naruto chapter 700, she placed the sunflowers at Neji's grave, and why she has a sunflower on her clothes in Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, and had a sunflower necklace in Boruto Naruto Next Generations. Class Rep's name, it means violet. Look up the definition of Sumire in Japanese. It means violent. And she too is being told to stay away on the sidelines for protection, which I don't think is a mistake here. It's too intentional. The opportunity is there if the narrative wants to take it, and it would serve as an effective subversion of our expectations. But I am willing to bet I am not the only one who forgot the manga profile for Class Rep that lists Sue as a summoning. If for no other reason, just following the trend, most Western fans have not even bought a physical manga volume of Boruto. Right now, a lot of us, most of us, I would wager to say we're waiting for this to be the moment that Momoshiki takes over, and this is exactly the moment that you decide to subvert expectations. If you do that, this would be a different monster coming our way altogether that takes us by surprise, like how the real power of the Chainsaw Man Devil definitely shocked everyone in the new Chainsaw Man chapter, which my review is over there on the left, and over here on the right we have the Boruto chapter review for those of you guys who've not watched it yet.